Hello, I'm GreetyBoy, remember me? WONGMY was going to do a presentation, but he caught COVID, so you'll just have to do with this video for now. On the topic of building Site 2, yeah, it's actually being developed. Don't think that it's almost ready for release yet. Far from it. Things, especially lately, haven't been going smoothly. Everything had to be completely reworked, and also procrastination. So anyways, here's the video.
Stupid enemy physics. I'll have to leave it off for today. But once it's done, this game will be a grand plan for success. Only everything seems to be going right, but I still feel like something's missing. And who knows, that something might be crucial. Gosh, I forgot to get playtesters to play it. I'll just go get a few people I know and, see what they think.
Thank.
Whoa, I didn't expect the feedback to be that negative. I never expected something like this would happen. To explain, I was too good at my own game. Beginners thought it was way too unforgiving, and that's not at all what I was aiming for in this one. And if that happens at release and everybody hates it, I'll have to be the one to greatly exaggerate the stuff. So, the first order is to make the game easier. Fun fact, Building Site 2 didn't start off as a building site game, arguably worse. One definite improvement that it had though was faster walk speed, but to make up for that and complement the new combat, Bill could move in the air, which I've changed. Now Bill can move at the same speed as he did in Building Site 1 while jumping. That is slower than on the ground, but something at least. I actually tried to fix this at the time supposed issue before the playtesting, though of course I didn't expect this problem to be this bad. One thing I did was give Bill a new move. I won't spoil the actual move, but what I will say is that it's really satisfying to use, easy to pick up, and it makes the skill ceiling a lot higher. I also just made the game a bit easier in general. I gave more movement space, more lives, and tweaked the combat system to be a bit more fair. But there was one thing that was received badly by everyone: the presentation. You've probably seen by pre-release material and Building Site 1.5, even though it advertises itself as a game on a theoretical add-on to the Master System, it still had completely 8-bit music, and even worse, the visual style wasn't consistent between objects. A few days after that fateful playtest session, I sought out to fix the issue. First thing I did was remake the soundtrack using a crude FM style. It's similar to what's available on the Japanese MK2000 Master System model. Think the Sonic 1 FM hack, but slightly upgraded. For one, I can use custom FM synths in all 3 pitch channels. The noise channel has also been upgraded, allowing for 16 different frequencies and even bends between them. I was sad saying goodbye to the old PSG synthesizer had been perfected for so long, but I felt as it was for the better. Anyways, here, I'll let you compare the 2 game over themes. Now onto the hard part, the visuals. The first thing I needed to do was choose the style to abide by. So I asked the playtesters, and they said that Bill was in the best art style. Talk about fan service. Over the next 2 weekends, there were 3 long 6-hour days to redraw every single piece of terrain, decoration, and the entire font. But it all worked out, and the game looked way better than before. Not only did I redraw the style, but I also made the sprites pop out a bit more, utilising more of Master System's colour capabilities. And before you ask, I didn't make it into pixel art. This add-on still boasts HD texture and output. I decided I wanted to stray away from pixel art because it's so overused in indie games. So, here the new style is. As you can see, nothing major on Bill himself, so I did add a highlight on his hammer and a bit of shading. Now, the big changes come when I show you some screenshots of the overworld. Please mind the lower quality of the new image. I was running the game with the wrong resolution and I built those. As you can clearly see, the outlines are much thinner now and matching Bill. Similar to his hammer, there's now also highlights and shading. The house in specific has been overhauled a lot. Much of the same is true with this scene at the graveyard. By the way, you might have noticed that the colours are slightly different. Other than that, there's stylistic choices such as some words being in capitals. Don't complain about that yucky text outline though. I'm just a guy who codes stuff in his free time. I'm probably gonna fix that soon though. Now we have a currently NPC-less house. Again, thinner lines. What's interesting though is that the old font was true pixel art. This really clashed with the other HG textures, so now it's more in line. So anyways, that concludes my very long speech about the Great Rebrand of Building Site 2. There's one more thing though. I was thinking about ditching the building site name because the game's so different. Ultimately in the end though, I decided to keep it. I think it needs a subtitle though to make it stand out. Feel free to give me any suggestions in any of my comment sections. I hope you enjoyed this new experimental style, being shot like a YouTube video. Don't worry, someday I'll make the jump. Anyways, I'll see you again without the voice in the cartoon, unless I somehow just get really popular and have to stop checking my messages. But thanks for watching, and now you have some context in why Building Site 2 might look and sound different to what you've expected.
That took a lot of power. I'll have to check my AAs. So that's all folks. It was a shame that WONGMY couldn't make it himself. Perhaps it was a blessing in disguise though, making the presentation better. I hope the game still gets out soon. Regardless, I didn't expect the video to be that soft. I'll have to turn it up next time. Anyways, I'm gonna play some Mario Land 2. Don't tell anyone, but I've had to use save states once or twice.